I'm in a way surprised it all went so well this week, but at the same time I had a great indoor season last year, and I've always enjoyed playing here and the indoors. It's a center court where I feel very very good actually out there. Some courts, it's a tougher surrounding. Here I feel very very much at home. So it was just a tough week, like you said, the Davis Cup, to get out of that one and then right away be positive and come here, change surface and try to make it happen. So it was great. I gave myself the chance to get to the semis and finals, and then hope that sort of the rhythm would come and best play would then show up, which was the case today. I wouldn't say I served my way out of trouble every single time. There was a couple of those, and then some other ones, I really had to go through second serves and, try to stay in the point, not to miss, give him some looks, but just not enough. And, he couldn't pull, the trigger the way he wanted to, and I was tough. And like yesterday, I think I had a good mindset. I really believed I was going to, make it difficult for him today, especially on the break points. And I know the second set could have been a whole lot different. In the first set, I was rock solid. I played great from start to finish. In the second set, it got tighter. So I'm happy I was able to sneak out, and makes me very happy. I'm very happy right now, and I thought it was a great week for me. And I'm just excited really that I played so well today. I don't know. I mean, look, I'm in a different stage of my life today where I can't look too far ahead. I hope I can come back, and my feeling tells me I will be back at some stage. If it's next year, I don't know. But I have to start looking at next year's plan. I don't even know how it all plays out yet. I have sort of a plan in place till the end of this year, which is already busy enough with the Olympics and all of that stuff. So it's I haven't looked into it yet, but I hope I can make it. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, double satisfaction for sure, just because of the pressure you mentioned, and difficulty knowing that people sort of would like to see me, expect to see me. I saw many, people early on in the week who say, I'm going to be there Friday, I'm going to be there Saturday, I'm going to be there Sunday. I told them, well, I hope me too, but for me there's no guarantee. For you as ticket holders, yes, for you it's for sure. So, I get that every week, but here I got it even more so because people really expected me to be there. And, for those who really wanted to see me and got a chance to see me, I'm very happy for them, and I'm just happy for the tournaments to be writing good numbers. And that I heard also finally national TV showed the match today, which I hope in a country like this that has such a big tournament like we have in Basel, national broadcaster should show, something every day, and I think that hopefully that's a good start for many more great things to come for the tournament and richer. I didn't play that much, but I feel comfortable, I don't play much doubles, but when I do play one match, like in Davis Cup, I do feel a bit better all of a sudden at the net. It is an indoor court after all. The thing is Davydenko, he just rifles his return, so if you stay back or you come in, I feel like you have more chance to react if you stay back. Juan Martín obviously also stands far back on the return, so that gives you just that split second more time to react at the net, and I felt it was important to sometimes move forward and change up the pace, change up the spins, the angles. That's something maybe Berdych wasn't able to do yesterday, and I think I learned from that a bit, and that played him really well in Australia as well at the beginning of the year. So I'm happy I was able to sort of repeat my great performance from then as well. Stay healthy and play well. It's a lot of tennis for me. I've had a rough couple of last weeks, to be quite honest. Coming back from Australia was the pressure and press and all the stuff I had going on, before, the tie in Switzerland, and then coming here obviously was also a big deal. So those were a couple of tough weeks. So obviously there's a bit of a I'm deflating right now naturally because you want to relax and rest, because it continues for me. I'll fly to Dubai and get ready over there, but at least I have a sort of a week's time till I get ready there, so I can take it as easy as I like, or I can practice as hard as I like. I'll decide once I get there, and then I have that and an exhibition in Madison Square Garden after Dubai, and then obviously get ready for Indian Wells. So it's going to be somewhat of a busy period with some short breaks and some preparation. So I hope I'll just manage my schedule well now, every day, and do all the right things, warm up correctly and sleep enough, all that stuff. It's crucial right now because I don't have much time to work with. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. we'll see down the road. I mean, obviously, right now Novak's the guy. He's playing incredibly well. Rafa's been playing very solid, even though he hasn't won any titles since the French Open, but he's been playing really well. And Murray as well. He's going to be extremely tough to beat looking forward. And we'll all probably reunite again in Indian Wells, and 3 of us are going to be in Dubai. So it's not getting any easier from here, but this was obviously a good start. You know, if I want to have any chance to get back to world number 1, I got to win titles, and that's why this is important, to keep up a good run that I've had also at the end of last year as well. You know, to keep momentum going and the confidence high, and that's the only way I can get there. And then obviously the period from the French Open through Wimbledon, Olympic Games and the US Open is going to be a big one. So this is where you hope to pick up as many titles as possible, obviously. Well, absolutely. I mean, it's a big priority in a person's life when you have your family with you, especially, which they were here and enjoyed themselves here in Rotterdam. I always thought it was going to change my schedule when I had a family. It didn't really do it that much. I'm still playing 20 tournaments a year. I'm still practicing as much as I have to. You just try to manage your schedule differently, because you know, an injury is not something you want to pick up, so you become a bit extra careful and cautious. But other than that, I always look to change up a few things, and change my schedule around, and what's best for you and your family and your mind and your health. It's just important to keep everything in mind, and for the moment I feel the schedule's going well, but all that can change very quickly depending on what happens. I think he has potential, absolutely. He doesn't need to prove his point no more. I think after the US Open and his great run as well at the World Tour Finals, back then he was playing an amazing tournament, and now he's was a comeback player of the year, I think, last year. So it's just nice to see him back playing well. I am sure he's going to finish in the top 10 this year. Now top 4. He might be just coming from a bit too far back in the rankings, to make a step in the top 4, because we still, benefit from the top 4 seeds in the big tournaments, and the top 4 just have been in the semis of the Australian Open, so it's not a good start for him. It's a good start for the rest of the 4, but I think 4 or 5 or 6, it doesn't really matter that much, to be honest. As long as he really is a solid top 10 player, he'll get chances at winning Grand Slams again. I'm sure about that.
Right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. No problem.